Yo, what's up? My name's Dave and you suck at programming. Alright, today we are going to learn what this means. Now you've probably seen this before. Okay, let's pull it up in the terminal just so we can see it and talk about it here. Bam! This is called a fork bomb. This is called a pipe bomb. This is a dangerous command. Do not run this command. However, we're going to break it down today. We're not going to run it, but we're going to break it down today and talk about how it works and why it's so dangerous. Because what is going on here? That's some wild syntax, isn't it? Well, okay, let's take a look. First thing we can do is we can unminify it. So this will make it a little bit easier to read. You know what, in fact, let's just edit this file. Bam! So this is what that looks like when we put enters in. We put new lines, we put spaces, we put white space, we put things that make it a lot easier to read and some syntax highlighting. So what do we have here? Well, this is still a little bit confusing. So instead of using the name colon for the function, let's change that out. Let's just call it myfunc. How's that? There we go. This is a lot simpler to read, okay? So what do? We define a function called myfunc, and what does that function do? It calls itself, and then it pipes that to itself, and then it forks it off in the background. And then right down here, this is the trigger. This is what triggers the initial call of the function. So let's think about this. What happens? We call our function calls itself twice, and then puts that in the background. So then those two functions will go off and call each other twice, and this one will call each other twice. So it's gonna get a little confusing, but let's look at the diagram I've laid out for you. So as you can see, function gets called first, and then it forks off two functions. Those fork off four functions. So as you can see, it's growing exponentially. We start with 1, then we'll get 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, etc. It'll keep going. It's bad news. You will exhaust your system of resources. If you're in a newer system, like a Linux system with systemd or something, or you're on a Mac system with U limit set fairly low, this will not be a problem. This will get caught. It's still annoying to deal with, and you'll bump up against these limits, but this is a potentially dangerous command. Still, do not run this. This will just exhaust your system of resources. It's not great, but it's still a cool thing to look at, and just like seeing the actual command itself, it's just really great. It's just awesome that someone could done something so small like that that's just so dangerous. So yeah, that's a fork bomb. Don't run it.